Hello everyone, welcome. This is Icy Turbo, and as you can see, we are finally continuing on with our Hunter Arena draft picks, and I'm sorry that it took so long to get back onto this, a lot of stuff, but with that being said, let's continue on. Now, as you may have saw when we did the drafts, we have a lot of actually pretty good early picks, a lot of removal, and that's about it. I actually do like the picks that I do have, but there's not as much beast synergy, and there's a couple of very specific hunter equipments I would have loved to have, mostly weapons and a little bit more of the higher end hunter items, but that's about it. And let's see, Goldan, okay. Well, oh yeah, wait, I forgot, I do have an eagle horn bow. I'm silly. Alrighty. Probably get rid of all of these. This is perfect because I have a lot of secrets, and I kind of want to get rid of those 1/3s when it comes up. I could even coin into it next turn, but let's get rid of these first. And hopefully we get something a little bit better. Alrighty, not really any good early plays, but hopefully the draw will have something a little bit better on it. Let's see. Leper Gnome. Always a good start. And this is actually a better start because, unlike most characters, Warlocks can't get rid of a 1 unless they want to use a Mortal Coil right off the bat, and he has to have it in the hand. And if he wants to just summon a Flame Imp, he's more than happy to do so. I'll trade off, deal him 2 damage. Just depends on what he wants to do. Alrighty. Well, I'm probably just going to... I could even ignore him and just go for a 2 and then do Misdirect. I kind of like that idea. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that situation, because he either attacks himself, which means that I get to deal more damage to him, or he buffs himself, attacks the Warlock again. I'm ready. Yes! Let's see, is he going to do the Warlock? Yes, he is! Oh, yes! Oh, this is great. I could keep doing this all day. Probably should do the Eagle Horn Bow. Let's see. I could do Starving Buzzard into Young Dragonhawk, which I think is fine, because I'm doing enough early pressure, and I can Eagle Horn Bow and take this out whenever I feel like it, and I kind of want the card draw instead. Alrighty. And I get Youthful Brewmaster, which is nice. It's not really nice for these. He can probably take these out pretty quick, but it'll be good if I take out Chillwind Yeti and he actually does a lot of damage to it. Good buff on the Flame Imp, though. He could attack me directly, but he needs to get rid of the board, because I'm just going to trade the weaker creatures in and then Chillwind Yeti out of it. Oh, okay. So he is going to attack me directly. Either that or he's just going to actually take these out. Let's see what he does. Perfect. I'm fine with him using a 3/1 to do that. Let's see. What is the best play for me right now? Oh, Arcane Shot. Okay. Do I want to summon the Eagle Horn Bow now? Yes, I do. And do I have enough secrets? Not yet. So I'll keep that, and I'll wait for it to maybe remove something. Granted, he does have way more cards than me, so I'm guessing that in the next 2 or 3 turns he's going to start overwhelming me with whatever cards he has. But if I'm lucky, I may be able to pick up some of the better cards in my deck. Now, what's interesting about Warlocks is that their early pressure is fantastic, but if you don't have the early pressure, you can't necessarily do anything with Warlocks up until about turns 5 or 6. They're pretty hard to actually get rid of, so that's something that people sometimes don't know about them. Honestly, I think Dragonling is probably better in this situation. It gives me more creatures on the board, and I think it's just better. Yeah. I'm fine with taking damage to the face. I can just get rid of a 1-mana card for a 1-mana card and then use my Eagle Horn for that. That next turn, he either has to get rid of these 2 creatures, or I get to get rid of the Aegis right off the bat, and then I have 3 creatures on the board next turn. And heck, I could even... You know, I might even, depending on how much he leaves me on the board, I could probably Youthful Brewmaster, bring the Dragonling mechanic back, and then resummon it and get another 2/1. Which would be nice, because then I could take this out. But knowing him, yep, he's just going to get rid of it. Or at the very least, he's going to deal damage to it, which I'm fine with. That means that whatever crowd control he has, he can't use on a Chillwind Yeti, which I'm saving up in the hand right now. Let's see. Oh, he's going to clear the board. Nice. Kind of, not really, but Still kind of nice. Alrighty. I think I still want to keep the bow on me, because so far he hasn't summoned anything dangerous enough for me to not warrant getting the bow. So, yeah, I don't think necessarily that he has anything like that right now. Okay, so 4-5. What can I do in this situation? No matter what, I want to get that on the board. I think that the best option for me is to whack her in the face, whack my character in the face, get Youthful Brewmaster out, and try to remove this off the board. Or I could whack it in the face once and deal damage, and then perhaps bring this back after he attacks, so that he's not a target. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to attack this here. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I can just do that. Let's see. Yeah, that's GG. Unless he has something that heals for higher than 2, because next turn I either throw the Leper Gnome out or I do a shot and he's dead. Oh, he doesn't have anything. Yeah, well played. Oh, that's kind of unlucky for him. He just had too many monsters on the board. Or he had too many monsters he couldn't play. Well, the deck works so far. I didn't even get really that good of a hand, so I'm kind of optimistic. And just for you guys, because you guys waited so long, this is actually going to be a 2-part video, so we're actually going to be doing another match right away. Heck, I might even do a 3-match, depending on how good we do. So let's get started again. And I'm sorry if I keep changing up the format with the different parts. Sometimes I just feel like a match by itself was important enough or long enough on its own. Other times I feel the matches go too soon and I kind of want to get rid of them. But depending on what you guys want, I may just start lumping them all into a full playthrough just to see how long we can get through arenas. But I don't necessarily want to make too many long videos, because I know that people kind of need to watch videos and then leave. Or they need to watch videos and they don't want to sit there for an hour listening to the same video. So these are all fantastic cards. I'm just going to get rid of the 5 because I can't play it anytime soon. And I have the Leper Gnome start again, so that's good. Let's see. Is this the same Warlock? I almost feel like it is. Same Warlock, okay. I think just to keep pressure up, and because it seems like a good idea, probably Arcane Shot, coin into Leper Gnome. Yeah, I think that's fine. That way, even if he summons a Voidwalker or a 2-3 or a 3-2, I can summon Direwolf Alpha next turn, up the attack of this, and attack his face directly. That, and it's still 1 mana cost to get rid of a 1 mana cost, which is pretty good because most Warlocks don't have the ability to do that efficiently. Let's see. Should I put the Direwolf Alpha down? I don't feel like I need to, because it's still going to be around the same damage if I didn't, and I could just do this next turn. He can trade more efficiently with whatever comes up on the board. I think that's better. That, and next turn I have Eaglehorn Bow, so I can do that as well if I need to, instead of using Direwolf Alpha, because I want to keep this around for things like Dragonlane Mechanic, where I can just plop it right in the middle, and these now are 3-4 and a 3-1, which seems a lot better in this situation. That, and he hasn't done anything so far that says that he can deal with the early pressure. Oh, wow. That's a... Okay, then. Huh. Let's see what else he get in the hand. Huh. I could go Starving Buzzard just to... I think I will. Starving Buzzard first. Now let's do Eaglehorn. Or, yeah, we could shoot him in the face. Let's shoot him in the face. After this turn, I'll just do Starving Buzzard into Direwolf Alpha, and that should be just fine with whatever's in his hand. Or I can do Eaglehorn Bow into it and take out whatever's in there. Let's see, what's the best play here? So I have 2 choices. I can either do the 3-1 and the 2-2, and probably have him take out both, or he kills one and then attacks me directly, but I still have board control and card draw. Or I can just Eaglehorn Bow right now, take the damage, and then hit him once, and then go into Sen'jin. I feel like Eelhorn Bow's better. I can also just pull out Sen'jin next turn anyway, if he has anything else, and I'd rather have that for a creature that I'm actually worried about rather than something I can take out easily. Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're dead even in hand, but I have the big health advantage with a lot more health advantage now, because I guess he doesn't have anything in his hand he wants to play. Alrighty. This will probably be the good time to get a Zordrake out, and then I'm just going to hit this again. Or, let's see, whenever Seeker's revealed, gain 1 durability. I could do that, but I don't feel like that's the case, or at least I don't feel like I need to. Let's see. Which one's the better play? I think the Zordrake's the better play. Gives me card draw, and it's a 5. That, and now I can do 2/2/2 next turn, or 4/2 next turn, which means I don't have to waste it. I think that's the better play. That and Zordrake's just overall a good card. And depending on what he wants, he may actually try to get rid of it. Soulfire. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay, Dark Iron Dwarf. Okay. It's kind of cool. I might Bluegill Warrior into it. Yeah, I Bluegill Warrior into that. He got rid of the Dark Iron Dwarf, which is pretty sad, because I think he would have liked that. Let's see. I could do Yun Dragonhawk into it, but I feel like getting the 4 and the 2 out is better. Or getting more card draw. I think more card draw is better. Yeah. Let's do Misdirection. If nothing else, he kills one of these creatures, which I'm fine with, and I get board advantage, or he gets Misdirect and he attacks himself, or he gets Misdirect and kills it anyway. I'm fine with whatever the outcome is. Next turn, I'll probably play Dragonlane Mechanic next to someone. Or I'll Mind Control Tech. Let's see. Good card. And Mortal Coil. Okay. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'll just get the taunt out and probably just do that and Wind Fury. It's not much, but with Misdirect, I'd rather have it to where if he tries to attack me directly, then he still takes the 3, and that way I can trade into 2s later. Or he does something else crazy, and I slowly whittle him down. Or he misdirects. I just realized that was a pretty bad play because I had Misdirect. I probably should have just played Dragonlane Mechanic and then done it so that he takes the Plink damage. Then he has a Spell. That was probably a mistake on my part. I haven't drawn any of my deadly shots yet, which is surprising, because those are pretty good. Let's see. If nothing else, I would probably... Yeah, let's just attack him directly. And then Steady Shot. And I already have that secret, so I can't do a second one, which would have been nice. Let's see. I don't really want to do anything else besides maybe Mad Bomber, because then maybe it does more damage and it forces them to do stuff. Or I could do Dragonlane Mechanic. Yeah, let's do Mad Bomber first. I'm fine with that. Dragonlane Mechanic. Who knows? Maybe he'll just avoid me and try to attack me directly. Into which now there's a bunch of smaller targets that he can deal with. Not only that, but Warlocks don't have a lot of AoE attacks besides Twisting Nether that just gets rid of the board entirely. So I'm kind of fine with that. Yeah. I'm not against Misdirection being in my hand, because whatever 6 attacks me, it's either going to attack the Warlock directly, or it's going to attack someone else. And usually it attacking someone else is just fine. Nice. Okay, I'm fine with that. That, and now, Let's see. Is he going to attack that directly, or is he going to attack me? I hope he attacks me. Yep, he's going to attack me. Yep, let's see what he does next. Oh, oh, oh. Is the misdirect? Is the misdirect going to hit him? Is it going to hit him? No. Oh, oh, yes. Oh, I love misdirect. It's so great. Okay. Misdirect into shot, into charge. I could have done that, but I felt that that was the better play. I also have misdirect, so anything that he does that has charge attacks him directly. And I'm probably just going to plink him out once this happens. So this is probably a good game. Yeah, I think this is probably GG. Unless he pulls out something that can deal 19 damage in one turn, which there's no card in the game that can do that. Let's see. Okay. Point damage, Jungle Panther, and I'm probably just going to keep it like that because there's no point in me attacking him when A, he's either going to attack the Leopard Gnome directly, deal 2 damage to himself, or B, he's going to attack himself after attacking with the Bodyguard. Yeah, there's no downside to this, I don't think. Yeah, no downside. So I think I have this game in the bag because I'm just going to plink him down with 2s until he gets down, which is why it's kind of good. Or at the very least, that's why I believe that, personally, the hero ability is as good as it is. Because it always does relatively high damage, and that's fantastic. Misdirect. And let's see, does it go on to something important, or does it hit him directly? Nah, he's gonna do that. I'm fine with that. Let's see, and Savannah Highmane's perfect for this situation. I'll probably get rid of this. Because then it can't trade with the Savannah Highmane, and he is dead next turn if he does not have a heal. If he does have a heal, then I still kill him next turn, because the only heals I can think of that can get rid of the Savannah Highmane is Soul Siphon, which does 2 health. Okay. He's kind of desperate. More desperate. Still doing damage to me, and there it is. Alrighty, suicide. So, 2 Warlocks and 2 victories. I'm almost tempted to, you know what? Since I'm so good at keeping my word, I'm going to do a 3rd match, because I would be very happy if I fought another Warlock, which would be fantastic. 3 Warlock, 3 wins, I could deal with that. That'd be fun. By the way, if there's anything that you guys see that I could be doing better, if there's any trades or something that I don't point out, let me know, because I definitely want to make sure that I get these tips when you see them. There's a couple plays I already know I could have done better, but how could you break the wonderful and fantastic streak I was on? Alrighty, let's see. I want to get rid of almost all of these, actually. Let's get rid of that. I want to keep Kill Command. I want the crowd control. Then this is a good one-turn play against most things. At the very least, I'm not going to be exempt from characters, which I'm good for, so that's good. I do have 2 Leopard Gnomes in the deck, which is nice. They definitely help out. At least, so far, they seem to be helping out, even though Leopard Gnomes themselves are not really that good of cards. All that Leopard Gnomes do in general is simply guarantee damage, but the problem is that they may guarantee damage, but it's still towards the champion, and 2 damage isn't going to win you a game unless, like, they're so low or they're so behind that a Leopard Gnome actually would get rid of them. You know, I would be tempted to do turn 1 Leopard Gnome. Would be. But the problem is that the hero ability takes it out pretty quick. It's still 3 damage. So I'm not against just playing Leopard Gnome just to get something on the board that he has to get rid of. But I'd rather have something else. Yeah, might as well. Even if he has to do 2 mana to get rid of a 1, that's still fine, because that's 3 damage he has to take himself, rather than having me take it like that. I can also coin into Kill Command or this, one of the 2. Let's see. He used Wrath to get rid of a Leopard Gnome. I understand the card draw, but that's pretty risky. Let's see. Scavenging Hyena? I'm good with that. Why not? I'd rather have a creature on the board than have no creature whatsoever. And if he has another Wrath, I like to get rid of it because Scavenging Hyena is just okay in this. Surprisingly enough, I have not drawn a snake trap as of yet, which I'm kind of interested in why that hasn't happened. Oh, let's see. Okay, so Pite-sized Summoner. Actually, multi-shot would have been great here. Let's see. Not really anything I want to get rid of per se. Both of these are going to get... Problem is that Jungle Panther also dies. I think next turn I'll probably do a Zerdrake into draw card. But for now, I'll probably just trade. And probably get rid of this. In fact, it's more likely I'll get rid of that. Mostly because I don't want a 2-2 that can give him tempo advantage, especially since Druids are known for the late game. I don't want to deal with that. Let's see, what are good about Druids and what are good about Hunters? Hunters have really, really good synergy cards. If you can somehow get them in arenas, they're very hard to deal with. Cards are, as such, Unleash the Hounds, Timberwolf, Starving Buzzard, Scavenging Hyena, which I had, but I don't have enough beast-producing cards to actually take advantage of it. Deadly Shot, Explosive Shot, Gladiator's Longbow, Eaglehorn Bow. Meh. Savannah Highmane's pretty good too. Savannah Highmane is a 6/5 for 6. It's pretty efficient, and it spawns 2/2s out as well once it dies. And it's one of those targets that's really bad to silence because it's still pretty powerful and it still trades with almost any other monster. I think the only thing that it does bad against is Boulder Fist, and that's not very bad at all. Yeah. Okay. I would probably do the same play. I could do Misdirection right here. I could also do Kill Command, get rid of the Dark Iron Dwarf, and play Misdirection, but I feel like all of those options are pretty bad. Yeah. I think the best option is to do a Zerdrake. And get rid of this 4. Just keep up board tempo. And then next turn I'll probably play Misdirection or Mana Wraith, just to restrict him from playing some of his bigger cards. I can also just do Silverhand Knight inherently right off the top of my head. And by right off the top of my head, I mean, next turn. I could also do it into Deadly Shot into Misdirection, depending on what's on the board and what I need to get rid of. I could do Kill Command into Mana Wraith. I could do Mana Wraith into Misdirection. There's a lot of choices in my hand, but none of them I don't think are very powerful right now, especially since he seems to have really bad creatures. Because he had the Voodoo Doctor and he had Pine-sized Summoner. Pine-sized Summoner is not bad, but it dies too easily, and all it does is it is a taunt magnet. It's not like Knife Juggler, where if you play Knife Juggler and then you have something to combo off of afterwards, you can actually get value off Knife Juggler, even if it's just one knife. Pint-sized Summoner doesn't give you value until next turn, and that's why it's kind of lame. As for these cards, this is one of the best Hunter cards. It's one of those Hunter cards that you need to kind of play around. Okay, so he's going to take 4 damage to the face, and I'm going to get a good trade out of that, because he basically had to use hero ability and a bunch of other things in order to get through. I'm going to start spamming Silverhand Knight. It's just a good overall hand. It trades off for this. If he wants to get rid of it without using cards, he'll have to take another 3 damage to the face. And then I have another Silverhand Knight right after that. That, and there wasn't really an efficient play I wanted to do. If I had Arcane Shot, I would have shot the Shattered Sun Cleric and then probably summoned a Mana Wraith so that I could still play the Silverhand Knight the next turn, but he couldn't play whatever he wanted to play next turn. That's why Mana Wraith is okay, because all it does is it restricts what you believe it's going to restrict. For example, if you're a Mana Wraith, or if you have a Mana Wraith in the hand, you're under the impression that you know exactly what your character is going to do. I'm not going to play that, because that seems silly. I think Mana Wraith's okay. Yeah, Mana Wraith's good. Here's my logic behind this. Either he charges me directly and does Explosive Shot, which he thinks it's going to be, and he attacks me directly because of it. Number 2, he attacks me directly, procs the misdirection, he deals 4 damage, and then I get to trade the Mana Wraith next turn so that I don't have to do the increased cost. Or number 3, he misdirections, he summons another creature before he attacks, he kills that creature, kills this, and then I have Mana Wraith, and I can summon this again. Draw 3 cards. Okay. It's going to set his tempo back a lot, especially if he attacks me directly. Or if he summons a creature and then the Argent Commander attacks it and he dies, because it doesn't take much to get rid of Argent Commander. The only reason Argent Commander is so good is that he can do efficient trades with 4 2s. Let's see what he does. Does he have a taunt? Or does he have a buff? That'll be interesting. Ooh, Claw. That's cool. So he's just going to get rid of the Mana Wraith right away, and then he's going to attack me directly, so that means the only target is himself, or he's not going to attack whatsoever, in case I'm fine with that. Nope. It's going to attack him. Huh. If he still has the attack, does it... Oh, it does! Yes! 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 That is exactly what I wanted. Oh my gosh, that was great. Alrighty. I don't need Senjin right now because I don't need a taunt. He doesn't have anything on the board, so we're going to start dealing the pressure. Especially since I have Deadly Shot. Next turn is Iron Bar Protector, which means that's going to be Deadly Shot instantly. Going to go into Senjin, or I'm going to go into Eaglehorn Bow after that. Either that or he's going to play Ancient of War. Deadly Shot that, just continue attacking him. Probably get Eaglehorn Bow just to start putting pressure on. If nothing else, I may also just use Kill Command if it's weak and get rid of it. Or I'll just continuously attack and hopefully draw something a little bit good too from the deck. Because right now he has hand advantage, but I still have deck advantage because I know what's in my deck. And I also know what Druids usually pick. And Druids... If I was a Druid playing this game, there would be 2 things I'd try to do. Number 1, I'd try the swipe, then trade into the 2/1 with my hero ability, so I only take 1 damage, and then summon a weak creature. Or number 2, I would summon an Ancient of War or an Ancient Protector, and get the 8/8 or the 5/10 taunt out, and then I'd Deadly Shot it. Or Twilight Drake. I am fine with Twilight Drake. Okay, so this is actually a pretty efficient trade. And, yeah, this is actually... He just gave me a great opportunity. Thank you, Top Deck Youthful Brewmaster. So, first off, we're going to get rid of this with the Deadly Shot. Then we're going to bring this back. Attack directly with that. And then next turn, I get to summon a Silverhand Knight and a Senjin Shieldmaster. So, I just protected him, and... he wasted a Centaur on a really, really bad card. I'm fine with that. Now, the question is, do I get my other Deadly Shot? And this is why I'm so happy that I brought that back. Okay, Wind Fury. I could deal... You know what? Actually, I can. Let's see. Yeah, I could do that. Alright, first off, we're going to get this off. Summon the Dragonhawk, and then Kill Command, trade into Brewmaster. I could have also done Eaglehorn Bow, but I'd rather have that for something that's weaker that I can do 3 damage to. If he has Swipe in the hand, he'd use it right now, because he needs to. It's not going to take out the 2/2 right away, but it's going to take out the other 2 creatures. But he also doesn't know what I have in my hand. I've been taking out everything. Let's see. So he has obvious hand advantage. Either A, he has another Iron Bar Protector, which would definitely be annoying because I don't want to deal with it, or 2, he has weak creatures, which is what I expected him to have. Okay. And he's going to get rid of the 1. Probably a good choice. Actually, I think that's probably one of the best choices he's made because he knows I could just trade off with any of these other cards. But this does mean that he doesn't have anything big to play, so that's good. It means I should probably apply pressure, like way more pressure, if I can. And this will all depend on what I top deck next. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, for those of you who blinked and you missed it, basically I was able to draw Arcane Shot. I simply attacked the 3/4 Golem with the Arcane Shot, traded it with the 2/2 Squire, grabbed Eaglehorn Bow, killed the Defender of Argus with the bow rather than actually having to use a creature for it. So now I have 2 full health creatures, one which is a taunt and the other one which is a 4/4. Which means that next turn I deal 12 damage, and if he doesn't draw a taunt that can withstand it, then I win the game. He also can armor up, and that'll be 4, 3, 10, and still 12, and he'd still be dead. So right now his biggest thing is he either A, has to draw a claw or some sort of attack up, armor up item in order to survive next turn. B, he has to summon an Ironbar Protector or some bigger creature that can withstand the might of my characters. Or C, I draw Deadly Shot and I kill whatever he gets on the field, and then I win the game. So his options are pretty limited right now, because if he doesn't have what he needs, then he can't get rid of it. Okay, silence. And 4. Okay. And let's see what I get next. And he might attack me directly. Let's see if he does. Okay. And what do I get? Savannah Highmane. I'm fine with that. Let's deal some direct damage. Okay, that's 7. And I'm definitely going to get rid of this, because I'm fine with taking 4 damage. Now I have this on the field, which is much better. Next turn, he's dead, or he summons an Ironbar Protector. I trade it off with the Savannah Highmane and the Senjin. I still do blink damage 2s. There it is. Let's see. Next thing he does, he either armors up or he attacks the 3/5, takes 3 damage, and then trades off the 4/4. Yep. Okay. So he takes 3 damage. He's now at 5. Let's see what I have. Oh, 7. I would have been tempted to just summon the Savannah Highmane, because he does trade off with these two. In fact, I will, because now I have 2 2s, and every single one of these will trade, unless he has Swipe, which will only take out 1. He still inefficiently trades. If he has Starfall, then I will win in 2 turns if I can continuously deal damage to him, unless he has a way of armoring up. But I'd rather attack him with the 7 rather than him try to make the trades, then get rid of the wolf. Give your characters +2 attack this turn. Okay, let's see. 10, 16. Oh. Oh, that's... Oh. That's lame. Yep. That was lame. Yeah. Well, it's not like I could have played that differently. Okay. So, out of 3 games, 2-1. I'm pretty excited, and that was a pretty good game. I think the only thing I could have done different was maybe save Deadly Shot, but I already used Deadly Shot on an opponent that was pretty big, which was the Twilight Drake 4/7, which, since he summoned the Ironbar Protector, would have been protected and would have started clearing out my characters. So, I'm glad I used it. And the only thing I would have done slightly different is probably not use Kill Command right away and instead use the Eaglehorn Bow. But that's about it. Alrighty. Well, that was a pretty good matchup run. Tune in next time, and we'll see how far this deck takes us.